Welcome to Community Roundup, powered by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. This is the show we looked at sports clubs, charitable organizations, and nonprofits that make Fort St. John and area such a remarkable place to live. My name is Ed Hitchens, and I am your host, and today we're joined by Brenda Baumeister of the Northland Trailblazers Snowmobiling Club. Brenda, nice to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me today.
Well, it's great that you're here. We talked about this off camera, and I am not familiar with the sport of snowmobiling because from where I'm from, we really didn't have those kind of outdoor exhibitions, outdoor activities in the wintertime. I guess if you went further north from where I was from, you might be able to get into that. But how much of a history does the club have in Fort St. John? Tell me about the pastime of snowmobiling in the north and in Fort St. John area.
Well, it's big, actually. Snowmobiling has been around forever, as we know, between, at one point, the trappers. For us, we as a club, we've been together for 50 years. It started out small, it kind of got bigger. It slowed down a little bit sort of in the mid-'80s, and then it sort of scooted back up there again. We have the Northland Trailblazers Snowmobile Club is affiliated with the BC Snowmobile Federation as well. Becoming a member of a club is really important for many things. It helps to keep any trails that we have. We have a few that are actually registered with the Parks Association, and it's just an important piece. You also get a lot of discounts through different businesses, Mark's Warehouse for one, snowmobile insurances. It's very important for people to realize that you're not just in the back of the field. We do a lot of snowmobiling on the side of the highway, on different roadways and trails itself, and you really do need the proper insurance for it. And so by being part of a snowmobile club, you actually get that advantage of that as well. The other advantage is social. You get to snowmobile with other people that are just as enthusiastic as you are. And, there's mountain sledders, there's trail riders, there's just family-orientated things that we do. So it's quite a broad thing that we actually do as a club. We have a main A-frame cabin right on Charlie Lake. And it's great to be able to snowmobile to it or take your sleds there and take them off and go sledding around there as well. We have a few other cabins throughout the north as well.
So is snowmobiling a family-oriented type of activity? Is it something that you see families come and enjoy the trails?
Absolutely. I mean, we have a lot of families. We all have a lot of people that are just single as well. And a lot of the younger kids, they grow up in the family section of the stuff, and then they advance into the mountain sledding like their father, their uncles, or just because they want to. So it's kind of a variation. Myself, I'm more of the family-orientated activities part of snowmobiling, but a lot of our group a lot of members, I should say, in our group do love their mountain sledding as well. I mean, my brother was one for years. That's what he did. I've tried it. It's beautiful, mind you, when you get to the top. I mean, obviously you're going to go in a safe area because avalanches are a big, huge thing. And so we also encourage people to take any type of avalanche courses as well, especially through our search and rescue that we have here is also a nonprofit. So yeah, so it's quite big actually.
Okay, all right. So you talked about trails. How many trails does the club have access to throughout the season? And do you have to maintain and kind of like keep the upkeep of those trails as the season goes on and even into the off season?
So yes, definitely the off season. We have to repair a lot of things as well, which we get a lot of help from different organizations and also people in general. In the wintertime, we try to groom our trails as much as possible. We have trails up in Gleam Cabin, which is up north in 95, 101. We have on Charlie Lake as well. We also have what we call Redfern. We have trails into Redfern up north. And we also have different other ones that we have and cabins in those sections and warm-up cabins. So yeah, it takes time, it takes volunteers to help us maintain all that. And really it's huge, and people can, go to those cabins as they feel need to. So it's great to have that.
Okay. How many volunteers do you figure help out in?
Well, we got a set, probably 10 or 15 that are a full set always, but you get that in any group, right? But by all means, every member has given something towards it, right? You know, and so as long as someone can give a short amount of time, that's huge, right? It's huge for our club.
Okay. All right. So you are a membership fee based club, is that
Yes,
correct?
we are.
Okay.
Yes.
So how much are membership fees? How do people go about getting a membership if they're interested in it?
Yeah, so you can go online. We do have a website, so you go under the Northland Trailblazers Snowmobile Club. We also have a Facebook page. When you go on to the club website, it'll actually direct you to a membership part of it, and it goes through a system where you pay online and you would do all that. It's quite easy. I did it. It's quite easy. So, and then on there too, it shows us, shows you different cabins. It shows you, you can rent out, that kind of stuff as well. It'll really explain things to you. So that's kind of where it's at. Approximately, it's $50 for memberships, and then it's a little extra because we are, again, affiliated with the BC Snowmobile Federation, which again is huge to us because they do help us a lot in different programs and funding, that kind of stuff. So it's quite important.
So what type of programs in terms of funding? How does the BC Snowmobile Federation help out the group?
All right, so it helps out by getting where you can get really good deals on different places, stores, insurances, as I said before. It also helps us to make sure with the government part of things, right? They're a good piece that can help back us when we need them. Because as we know, Parks Canada and kind of how we're work with as well, so BCSF is a good backup for us. It's a good legal part of it, if that makes any sense.
Are there minimum requirements to being able to operating a snowmobile? Is our snowmobile license like a motorcycle license, driver's license, etc.? No,
unfortunately, anybody can drive a snow machine. So the biggest thing is to remember when you go out and you buy a snow machine, some guys or women, they go out and buy the biggest and better. And they don't realize that if they've had no experience on it, it can be rough. So I always caution people in that there is courses out there that you can take through BCSF, through different programs as well. We've had different things years back set up with safety courses and that, but honestly, everything's online. You don't need a license, but please take caution in trying to find information on your own about safety of snowmobiling.
So obviously helps
helmet.
To have experience.
Exactly, it does help, but how are you going to get experience but rather run one? So, always wear a helmet, always pay attention to your speed, make sure that who's ever running the machine needs to be able to handle it.
Okay, all right, okay. So what types of snowmobile related activities do you offer to members? I'm not just talking about off the snowmobile machine, but on the snowmobile machine, what type of activities do you offer members?
So, we do poker rides, which is a trail ride, depending on which trail we choose. And you actually are purchasing a ticket so that, we have fires at each station and you get another we do dice is how we do our poker runs. And whoever wins it at the end, we have prizes and so forth for everyone. So that's a fun activity. We just have evening rides, we have day rides, say to the main A-frame or out to Redfern and that kind of stuff. So we do have those as well. And then we do a few little activities. A lot of times we try and have some kind of a Christmas get together if we can, or just days at the actual A-frame cabin on Charlie Lake. The main thing that we've started, again, we've had it years ago, is what we call the Snow and Shine. Snow and Shine is where we have different categories for older machines, newer machines. You bring them down, you register them, and then we have judges that will judge your machine and pick. And we also have a people's choice where, our spectators can come and make their choice of which one they like the most. For an example, We have pre-1970 machines, and then we have a few other categories, and then we have 2001 to current. So then we have best original, modified, best original, restored. We have kids. We always welcome all the little kids because there's a lot of kids' little machines as well. And again, spectators. And that actually is being held this year on January 11th at Charlie Lake on the lake itself. So that's a really wonderful family fun thing to do as well. And then the other thing is we're doing the Christmas parade actually. So we're putting a float in, which is kind of cool, right? And so different activities, and by all means, we're welcome to more. I mean, as the membership grows or as some people want to do something different, they bring that forward to our executive because we have a president, vice, secretary, treasurer, and directors. They bring that forward and we can broaden that and maybe do some new stuff.
So it's structured in terms of governance by having a board member. And
that is correct.
And these are all volunteers from the community?
That is totally all volunteers, you bet. So yeah, it's great. Like I said, it's lots of fun, and it's where you can meet other people that love snowmobiling too.
Okay. So again, you talked about Snow and Shine. Just give us a little more details about it.
So your entry fee for members is $40 per sled, so you can bring as many sleds as you want. Non-members are $50 a sled. I have welcomed other snowmobile clubs in the Northeast because we have Dawson, Fort Nelson, Tumbler Ridge, we have Mackenzie, Prince George, Wells, BC. So we've invited them all to come and join us. So we've put that invitation out. And just anyone, and you don't have to be a member. I encourage you to be a member because that's how we get our numbers up. And again, we get lots of funding from the amount of people we have as well. To get more trails out there, let's expand it. The only way we can expand is to bring more members in. But with the Snow and Shine, it's just a really good day. We have vendors there. It starts at 9 with registration and then continues on. We welcome volunteers as well for that.
Okay, all right. Where can people find more information about the Northland Trailblazers Snowmobile Club?
Well, you can go on our website, Northland Trailblazers Snowmobile Club. You can also go on our Facebook page, and that's huge. So that's a lot of what you can get. We have brochures and signs up at the snowmobile shops, which is, again, we have Fast Tracks, Trailblazing Power, High Performance, and actually the Honda dealer has really been really great with our helping us sponsor things as well. So those are our main sponsors, and that's where you'll find signs and brochures as well, and of course information about the Snow and Shine.
Okay, and before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, please everyone, come on out, join. I've been snowmobiling since I was 5. It's a great sport. My kids did it. I'm doing it now as I'm older. Just made a few little changes on that, of course. But please join us. It's a great way to spend your winter.
All right, that's all the questions I have.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Once again, thank you very much for the time. This has been Ed Hitchens, manager.ca with the Community Roundup. Once again, the Community Roundup is brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. And if you like what you see, you want to see more content, click that like and subscribe button. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.